Hi, this is Wendy Mahonen. So our video log assignment for this week is to illustrate some of the readings that we had. The unit for this week, it's our final week of class, and it focused on giving and receiving criticism to others. At first, I have to admit, I was really uneasy about the idea of going through and criticizing each one of my classmates. I was also a little uneasy about the idea of them criticizing my work. After all, we've all put in a lot of hours, a lot of effort, and sometimes you don't want to hear the negative. Well, one of the really interesting things that I learned this week was an article that we read, and it discusses not only the importance of giving and receiving criticism, but also how to do it correctly. And so the tone of the article is that if you've done it correctly, the person receiving the feedback or the criticism should actually say thank you. This was really interesting to me, and I found it actually was realistic, because as I was reading the criticism that my classmates offered for my presentation, I did find myself saying thank you. They pointed out things that either confirmed what I suspected, maybe ways that I could have improved my own presentation, or maybe, in a few instances, they pointed out something new that maybe I hadn't realized initially. So the article proves true. If it's done correctly, you do say thank you, or you would want to say thank you. And I know that's something that I did. The other concept from the reading is kind of the value of criticism. It's a bit naive and arrogant to go through life thinking that everything you do is perfect. And there are tactful ways to offer criticism and feedback. And so it's really healthy. There have been all kinds of studies that show people in the workplace who really value giving and receiving criticism are more productive. They're more open to trying new concepts. And this is really, not something you can just apply in school, but also apply at work. So as much as I was really intimidated, a little bit nervous going into this week, the whole idea of offering criticism, I really found this was a valuable lesson. I almost wish that the exercise in our class of doing the presentations and offering the criticism maybe came earlier, because I really learned a lot from this, not just from the readings, but also through the exercise of going through the criticism. So the other positive part, not only did I learn things about myself, where I needed to improve on specific assignments, I learned a lot about what I had done right. Little simple things that I didn't think a whole lot of when I did it, other classmates complimented me on. So again, the value of giving and receiving criticism, not just a lesson for communication class, but definitely a lesson that most of us can take into our workplace as well as our personal relationships.